Hello friends, and welcome to another video. In this video I want to compare old music tracks in terms of quality with the new ones. I think this is a fair comparison in a particular genre. That is something that I was having a lot of trouble when I first got started. So I want to jump in the computer and show you the tracks that I'm talking about here. And using it as an example, I've done videos about these two particular tracks. They both have sales quite recently. One is a very old track and another one is a brand new track that I've just composed. So let me show you very quickly. So first of all, let's listen to the old track. So this one is from 2017, okay? 11th of April of 2017. So let's play that one very quickly. I done a video about this because it had quite recently a sale, and I was talking about the importance of uploading music and how important it was for me back then to upload this particular music track. And even though it doesn't have many sales, it still adds up very, very quickly over time. And you have to be proactive. But here I'm not going to focus on the sales and I'm not going to focus on income, but more about the production quality, the mixing, and the whole packaging as a whole. So let's listen to it a little bit, and then I'm going to play a brand new track in the same genre. Okay, so I'm showing you corporate music. Back in the day, I really struggled with corporate music, and I took it as a challenge to master this particular genre. I really struggled, and I was committed to make it happen and find my voice within this genre. Now, this could apply to any genre for that matter. To hip-hop, to cinematic music, to rock, to pop, it doesn't matter. Okay, for me as a guitar player, I wanted to master this style because I found it very challenging to make corporate music, and I wanted to find my own voice. So this is what I was composing back then, back in the day, in 2017.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Okay, you get the idea. I'm not going to play the whole track. Now let's listen to my latest composition in the same genre. Okay, this is what I come up with today when it comes down to corporate music. Okay, this is like my bread and butter for corporate music. Back then it was that, but now it's something like this.
Audio Jungle.
Okay, this track was uploaded right now, like a few weeks ago, as I'm recording this video. You can hear the quality difference. Even though this is one of my latest corporate music tracks that I just composed, obviously I'm not 100% happy with it. We are never 100% happy with our creations. We are our worst critic, if you will. But I want to show you the improvement, and obviously it better be better, right? It better be better after all of these years. But you can hear that it's more put together, everything as a production, and in terms of the arrangement, you know, it's much better when it comes down to a classic corporate track. Now I'm doing a pop, kind of like pop rock type of corporate track, and I'm using very basic elements, okay? So, I mean, corporate music could be in many styles, right? It could have more electronic elements, if you will. But this applies, again, to any genre of music. It could be hip-hop, it could be cinematic music. It's the same principles. Yeah, I'm just using here corporate music because it was something that I really struggled with back in the day, like I mentioned. And it's something that I'm always working on. I'm still not done. I'm always working and perfecting my craft as a composer, as an artist. I try to look for ways to make it simple and to make it sound as warm as possible. I'm always looking for ways to improve on my craft, just like you. And obviously to have a comparison like this is very important. I think it's very important to take stock from time to time and listen to very old tracks. I mean, 2017 to today, there's many years. And you can hear, it's not so much about the mix, or it's not something that you can just put your finger on it, but it's just like as a whole package, you can see the difference and you can hear the difference. Now, it doesn't mean that you're not going to sell old tracks. In fact, that track, the first one I shared with you quite recently, that it had a sale. And that's why it's so important to get busy right now uploading music. If you're new to this, download my free guide, link in the description, because I sell old tracks as well as new tracks. It's very important to stay active. It's very important to keep uploading, because that's what we do as composers for libraries. And the more music you have out there, the more chances of you of making sales. And obviously, the best part of this is to improve on your craft as you're earning. And this is something that I never thought about it when I first got started. I never saw it like that. I got started in music licensing because I want to earn money with my music, and I found that earning money with stock libraries is the easiest way to get started in music licensing. But I never considered that I could improve as a composer and as a producer while I was earning money. And I'm still doing that to this day, right? Now the difference is that I share it here with you, but I'm actually sharing these old tracks that I'm selling right now, and I'm still improving on my craft as I am making sales on old tracks and now new tracks, and anything in between, really. Other genres like acoustic guitar work that I have composed, if I show you an old track from back in the day, same year, 2017 or 16, and I show you a new one, they all sound very similar, because something that I have really mastered from day one. It's something that I really have a hold on. That's my strength as a composer. Just grab a guitar, have a microphone, and then compose a track very quickly. So I'm more focused on the performance of me playing the guitar more than anything else. If I can capture a great performance, then it's very easy to compose an acoustic track for me. But if you listen to my old guitar tracks and the new ones, they sound very similar. You couldn't tell which one is which and which one was composed now or back in the day. But with the corporate music, you can hear very clearly that there was a struggle in the beginning. I was trying to say something with different elements, and instrumentation plays a big role, man, in music production. When I'm working with clients, and either when I'm coaching one-on-one on music production programs that I have for coaching, or even when they're taking my courses, and sometimes they ask for a review of their track, of their work, they usually think that is the mix, and it's not the mix. It's usually the instrumentation. The choice of instruments is the problem. And you can hear this very clearly in my first track here that I'm sharing on this video. You can see that there are some electronic elements that don't really fit. Some guitar parts could be the right instrument, but it doesn't fit. Everything seems to be try to fight for attention. It's not all well blend together. That's the first thing that I can share here with you. And it's not the mix. I mean, because if I have those tracks, like the stems, it's not good. I need to choose better instruments. And that's why a lot of libraries will give you a review. When they reject your tracks, they will say, use better samples. And, it just doesn't sound commercial enough. But you need to dig deeper, and there's many reasons why your track will be rejected, or why it's not selling, or why it doesn't sound good, full stop. Before we get to the part of selling and getting accepted, you need to be confident enough on your music. But back then in 2017, I felt confident about that track, believe me. And I felt like that was my best work back then. So wherever you are right now, you have to understand that it is a journey and you're always going to be improving. So why not get paid while you are improving and earning money with your music as you're composing music? Instead of composing music and having it on your hard drive, might as well compose music and upload it. Obviously, there is something to consider here, because if I uploaded that music track that I uploaded back then in 2017, I upload that right now, it will get rejected. Okay, because the quality now has been raised so high on stock libraries that this track will never pass a review. Okay, so again, that's another learning curve, and for you to even experience rejection is still a small win, because you will overcome that fear of rejection and you will understand that you're doing something wrong here. Okay, so it's better to get rejected than to actually upload a track that gets accepted but you don't sell. You might be fooled by the idea that, hey, I got accepted, but it has no sales. And you might think that is something wrong with the marketplace, or, but the reality is that there's something wrong with your music. And it's not just a mix, it's deeper than that. You have to think of music creation and music composition like cooking. If you put too much salt, then you fucked up the whole plate, the whole dish. So it has to be a well-balanced of ingredients. I know it's a weird analogy, but I'm just trying to prove a point here. Just a little bit of salt here, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of this, a little bit of that ingredients, and then it becomes this dish that tastes delicious as a whole, right? But with the individual ingredients, if you put too much of anything, or you mix ingredients that are not supposed to be mixed, then you get this weird flavor. So it's the same with music, and I can hear this in my own music tracks that I'm just sharing here with you. I can hear the second one, even though I'm not going to say like, hey, this is my best hit. I can see that it's more put together, it's more all-rounded, like a presentation. It's like, okay, this sounds pretty solid to me. And again, you have to think that this track is composed like this, very quickly. I mean, it's just sitting down here in one morning as I am shooting a YouTube video as well, and I'm doing other things in conjunction. But the other one, the first one that I uploaded in 2017, I was doing nothing else but that, I was really consumed with this composition, and I was struggling like a lot. Like I would spend a lot of time trying to make this work. Nowadays, I can compose corporate music after corporate music, which with a higher level of quality in a matter of a few hours. And that's where you actually start to gain momentum and really work on your craft. And of course, earn money while you're doing this. That's the whole purpose, to really work on your craft, earn money, and grow as a composer, so you can just really put your music to the test. At whatever level you are, really. I mean, there's no reason why, even if you're experienced, then you still want to put yourself to the test. And because we make music for licensing, the best way to put our music to the test is to stay active, to upload a music track, get accepted, get rejected, make a sale. Sometimes we don't make a sale. All of this plays a big role in the journey of music licensing. Anyways, I hope this video finds you well, my friend. Thank you so much for all the love and support. I'll see you in another video.